Now we'll see about partial eutectic system. Two metals completely soluble in each other in liquid state but partially soluble in solid state. Eutectic system was two metals completely soluble in each other in liquid state and completely insoluble in each other in solid state. This was the eutectic system. And now the partial eutectic system, two metals completely soluble in each other in liquid state but partially soluble in each other in solid state. Example is lead tin alloy. There are most of the similarities between eutectic and partial eutectic system. Ma is the melting point of pure metal A. Mb is the melting point of pure metal B. Pe is the eutectic temperature. E is the eutectic composition. In this example, eutectic composition is 35% B. Now, as the system shows partial solid solubility in solid state, both the metals A and B show partial solubility. So that's why here solid solution will be formed instead of pure metal A and B. In eutectic system, the solid solubility was 0. Both the metals are completely insoluble in solid state. So pure metal and pure metal B were obtained in the hypoeutectic and hypereutectic. But in case of partial eutectic system, solid solution will be obtained. So alpha is the solid solution of B in A. B in A, because B is in minority and A is in major amount. 10% B in 90% A, 30% B in 70% A, like that. Beta is the solid solution of A in B. So here A will be in less amount and B will be in higher amount. So whichever is in less amount, it is called solute atoms, and whichever is in higher amount, it is called solvent atom. So solid solution is the solution of solute in solvent. In case of alpha, solute will be B and solvent will be A, while in case of beta, solute will be A and solvent will be B. Solvent in this is the major amount. Points small a and P indicate solid solubility limits of B in A and A in B at eutectic temperature. Point A indicates the solid solubility limit in alpha solid solution so B in A at eutectic temperature. Similarly, point P gives us the information about how much maximum amount of A in B can be dissolved at eutectic temperature. So you can see here in the diagram, point A is little what on higher side than point B. Point B corresponds to 10% B. So A you may consider little what 13 or 14% B. So this is the solid solubility limit of B in A or in alpha solid solution at eutectic temperature. Similarly, when you come down, consider the points B and Q corresponding to room temperature. B 10% B, Q 95% B. So small b gives us the information about the maximum solid solubility of B in A at room temperature. It is 10%. It means more than 10% B and remaining will be 90% A cannot be dissolved in the alloy system. This is the maximum solid solubility of B in A at room temperature. Similarly, point Q gives us the information about the solid solubility limit of A in B. It corresponds to 95% B. 95% B means 5% A. So A will be solute and B will be solvent. So it is beta solid solution. Solid solution of A in B. So maximum 5% A can be dissolved in 95% B at room temperature. More than this one cannot be dissolved at room temperature. So A, B, P, Q, these are the solid solubility limits. That's why it is known as partial soluble alloy system in solid state. Again here, if the alloy is having less than 35% B, that is less than eutectic composition, or called hypoeutectic alloy. Alloys having more than 35% B are called hypereutectic alloys, and alloys having exactly 35% B are called eutectic alloys. Here also MAEMB, this belongs to liquidus curve as we had seen in eutectic system, and MA small a, E small p, MB, this is called solidus curve. At and below this temperature there is 100% solid. I repeat it, MA, capital E, MB, this curve is called liquidus curve. At and above this temperature it is 100% liquid. Then MA, that is melting point of metal A, small a, capital E, small p, and MB, this curve or this region is known as solidus curve. At and below this temperature it is 100% solid. And AB, it is called solvus curve because the composition of alpha is changing from A to B. Similarly, PQ is also called as solvus curve. Here also the composition of beta is changing. Beta will be present at Q as well as at Q, but the composition of beta will be little what different from each other. At P, the solid solubility limit of B in A is little what high, and at Q it is little what low. Similarly, the solid solubility limit of B in A, that is alpha solid solution, is little what more at A, that is eutectic temperature, and it is little what low at room temperature corresponding to point B. Now consider from 100% liquid state when 25% B alloy is cooled. 25% B alloy. This is our composition. This is the alloy under our consideration. 25% B alloy. It lies on the left hand side of the eutectic composition. So this alloy must belong to the category of hypoeutectic alloy. In the microstructure of hypoeutectic alloy, at room temperature, E plus alpha will be present. E is the eutectic mixture of alpha and beta. In earlier case, in the eutectic system, we had seen eutectic was the mixture of pure metal and pure metal B, because both the metals were completely insoluble in each other in solid state. So mixture of A and B is known as eutectic in eutectic system. While in case of partial eutectic system, the eutectic mixture will be consisting of mixture of alpha and beta. So hypoeutectic alloy will show E plus alpha at room temperature, while hypereutectic alloy will show E plus beta at room temperature. And if the alloy is having exactly eutectic composition 35% B, it will show 100% eutectic. There is no separate alpha, there is no separate beta in the microstructure. So consider this alloy system 25% B. Now we want to apply the lever rule to determine the amount of E and amount of alpha present in its microstructure. So before that, we'll see how the cooling or solidification will be taking place for this particular alloy, right from liquidus curve to room temperature. So as soon as the temperature is decreased to below MAE curve corresponding to liquidus curve, some amount of solid alpha particles will start to come out of liquid. And this procedure of coming out of alpha below liquidus curve will remain continued till temperature TE, eutectic temperature, is reached. So suppose 20% alpha has been transferred out of liquid. So remaining 80% liquid will get transferred into eutectic mixture below eutectic temperature, because below eutectic temperature is the solidus line. The temperature 8 and below 100% solid is present. So between eutectic temperature and liquidus curve, liquid plus alpha will be present. This is the region MA small a E. This is the region of liquid plus solid. And small a and E, just below this line, it is 100% solid. So from 100% liquid state, when 25% B alloy is cooled, first of all little alpha solid solution will come out, and below temperature T, remaining liquid will change into eutectic mixture of alpha and beta. Finally, alpha plus eutectic are obtained at room temperature. Now we will see how to apply lever rule for the same example. At room temperature, calculate amounts of E and alpha in 25% B alloy. So boundaries are alpha 10 corresponding to solid solubility limit at room temperature, 25 overall chemical composition phase composition, E 35% B, at which 100% eutectic is obtained. So percentage eutectic, distance from alpha divided by total arm length. So distance from alpha will be 25 minus 10 divided by 35 minus 10 into 100. It is 60%. And percentage primary alpha or pro-eutectic alpha, you can directly reduce it from percentage eutectic. So it must come 40%. Percentage alpha must come 40. So we can check it, cross check it by applying lever rule, whether it comes or not. Primary alpha distance from eutectic, it will be 35 minus 25, opposite arm length, divided by total arm length will remain same. It is 35 minus 10, so it is 40%. Take another example. If it is 65% B, the case belong to the category of hyper-eutectic alloy. So naturally its microstructure will be consisting of E plus beta, eutectic plus beta. So now you have to apply the lever rule between eutectic boundary of 100% eutectic 35% B, boundary of beta 100% B at room temperature 95% B, and your phase composition has now become 65. So on the right hand side, now you have to shift the lever rule. For 65% B, phase composition, beta boundary 95, E boundary 35. So percentage A distance from beta, opposite arm length, it is 95 minus 65 divided by total arm length here 95 minus 35 into 100. So it is 50. And percentage primary beta distance from E, opposite arm length, from the phase composition. Phase composition or the composition under our study or under our consideration. In 65% B, we are interested to make a study what will be the percentage of different phases present in the microstructure at room temperature. So percentage primary beta 65 minus 35 divided by 95 minus 35 multiplied by 100, it is 50. So hyper-eutectic alloy will have E plus beta and hypo-eutectic alloy will have E plus alpha in their microstructure. And if the alloy is having exactly 35, it will be consisting of 100% eutectic.